It's 5:30. I'd like to welcome everybody and to the November meeting of the Clean City Commission. May I have a roll call, please?
Chairperson Russell.
Here.
Commissioner Bowman.
Present.
Commissioner Ferry. Commissioner Howlands.
Here.
Commissioner Siwaya is excused. Commissioner Bonacore.
Here.
Thank you. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much.
I guess I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of our council liaison, Mr. Watkins, and Mayor Miles.
Would you all join me in the pledge to our nation's flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Good job.
Item 1, approval of minutes, consideration of the minutes of approval, consideration of the October 17th, 2019 regular meeting minutes for approval, written or with noted corrections. Everybody had a chance to read the minutes? If so, are there any corrections or omissions?
I found no corrections or additions or anything. I make a motion that we approve the minutes.
Motion made, we approve the minutes? Second. Motion made and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried. Item 2, consideration of public comments. Those wishing to address the Clean City Commission need not request permission in advance. Action taken as a result of public comments will be limited to directing staff to study the matter, or reschedule the matter for consideration and discussion at a later date pursuant ARS 38-431. Was there anyone here tonight that wanted to address the Clean City Commission? If not, we will close the consideration of public comments. This is what we've all been waiting for, the reports. American Recycle Poster and Essay Contest Awards. This is the night we look forward to all year long. As I told the Clean City, or the Common Council Tuesday night, it's the funnest meeting of the year. And at any rate, we get to see the faces of those who will probably be the movers and shakers 20 years from now. And believe me, reading some of the essays, or I should say the acoustic poems, we have some leaders out here. So I would like to introduce our Honorable Mayor of Kingman, Jen Miles. Would you like to say a few words, Jen?
This is the funnest meeting of the, I guarantee you, it is the funnest meeting of the whole year for me. And I'm just very proud to see all of you and for your wonderful accomplishments in thinking about the recycling issue. And I look forward to giving these certificates to you and awards. So thank you very much.
Would you have anything to add to that, Ken?
I'm good.
Okay. I would like to especially thank a couple of our commissioners, Commissioner Bowman and Commissioner Bonaseri. They were involved in judging your posters and your poems, and I'm sure they had as much fun as I did. And this is our Clean City Commission mascot, and we will start by awarding
Phil the Ben.
His name is Phil D. Ben. We had a contest for naming the mascot, and there was one contest name came in that I would have loved to have taken, but at this time it's a little politically incorrect because it was Putin and Drop Off. I thought that would have been great. Shall we hand out our awards here?
The names on my one hand, the certificate available from one large picture photo that our commissioner made in the newspaper. So this citation should actually require 35 wins to the name. Thank you.
Phil the Ben. Phil.
Phil D. Ben. Yes.
All right, everybody. I think we're ready to go. So this is for this is the poster contest. This is third place winner, Aurora Delgado.
Oh.
Also, the third place winner in the poster contest is Mona Shuti. Third place winner in the poster contest, Paxton Chapelier. Second place winner in the poster contest is Aria Shepard. And the first place winner in the poster contest is Aubrey Bischoff. Third place winner in the poster contest is Sadie Woods. Third place winner in the poster contest is Wyatt Bradzies. Third place winner in the poster contest is Darian Young. Second place winner in the poster contest is Carlin Escobar. And the first place winner in the poster contest is Caitlin Martinez. Third place winner in the poster contest is Madison Muley. Second place winner in the poster contest is Finley Ott. And the first place winner in the poster contest is Calvin Demke. Third place winner in the poster contest is Roxana Ranger. Third place winner in the poster contest is Jace Germain. Third place winner in the poster contest is Naomi Holtz. Second place winner in the poster contest is Portia Ward. And the first place winner in the poster contest is Chloe Benitez. third place winner in the poster contest is Austin Goldsworthy. Third place winner in the poster contest is Madeline Goss. Second place winner in the poster contest is Taylor Pfeiffer. And the first place winner is Manasium Clark. Sorry. Third place winner in the poster contest is Alexis Boslick. Second place winner is Cade Schaffner. Second place winner is Victoria Keaton. And first place winner, Ruth Degan. Third place winner in the poster contest is Adrian Hill. Third place winner, Peyton Logan. Second place winner, Lexi Steffi. First place winner, Alyssa Camacho. And first place winner, Brielle Bodley. We also did an acrostic poem contest. So the third place winner is Tyrone Wilson. Third place winner, Skylie Curtis. Second place winner, Caitlin Spong. And your first place winner was Rachel Denon.
We're going to do some photo stations, so bear with me, everyone. We're going to have the commissioner and the mayor step behind the podium. Okay. Just step behind the podium. It's right there. Okay. And then right next to, and then right on either side. Alright, okay, stop hanging out. Then we can, okay, so everyone get in the picture now. Okay, so everyone's pushing tightly. Pushing tightly. Okay, arm again. Come on this way. Alright. It's on the street. Alright, so you come on this way. Okay. Alright, so you come on this way. Okay, everyone follow this way. Okay. Alright. Okay. Would you mind to sit down for Miss Nina a second? Sit down. Good job. Right, come on, next one. Sit down right here. Okay, next one. You want to sit down right here for Miss Nina? Thank you. Alright. Okay, so you are so tall. You're going to go back to me. I'll make sure that the camera can still see you right there. all the principal and all the school administrators who might be interested, we have a total of 36 package. And our judge a total of 672 entries this year. This is our 9th year. We have 5 local sponsors, Field Deputy Keepers, and Sophie Pink Snack, as you pointed out. We have Frozen Yogurt Island, whose University Keepers have coupons for all of you to enjoy with your family. We also have McDonald's and Taco Bell, and not least is missing one. Starbucks is giving the top competition prize to Mrs. Stryker, who is so happy as one instructor having 103 entries. So she's our strongest participation. So thank you so much, Mom and Dad, and Bob and Brown for being here with us.
Sí.
Thank you.
You better thank Nana.
Yes. Before everyone leaves, I think a big hand. We ought to give Dina Brackett a big hand for all the work she did. Our public works, Mama Owen, public works, and his staff, they helped out on this tremendous work. Oh, that was so much fun. You know, reading the acoustic poems, after a while they all kind of start sounding exactly the same, you know, and then all of a sudden here will come one and you go, wow, you know, it just sets you right back in your chair, and it's just unbelievable. Well, thank you so much for coming down and doing this. We sure appreciate it.
Thank you, Nana. I know it was so much fun. Thank you for coming.
Have a good evening. Have a real happy Thanksgiving, Jen.
Never, I was talking about commissioner resignation. Y'all noticed that. She's
Yeah, we'll talk about her resignation. I'm hoping we used to have a person that would come every night to see her husband every meeting, and I'm hoping. I called her and said, yeah, there's a vacancy, and then there's another person that was used to be on the commission, but she had to step down because of time constraints.
She's our retired mental.
Good. What?
She has an interest. Just moved
Do you guys want a picture of the commission standing around that? I think I got enough pictures standing around. That's okay. And I left my camera in the car. Nan said, "Take pictures." Well, there was no way we were going to take pictures tonight. It went boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that was quick tonight.
She's efficient. Wow.
One more time, just one more time. Good job, Tina. We should get Robin to do it. We should get downstairs.
Right. I wonder if she would like that thing with the posters on it down so she can watch what we're doing. I'll get it, Kat.
That's pretty good.
So you're going to do just exactly what I was going to do. As soon as we get our recorder back, we can get going here. I was trying to remember that card game where you're throwing cards in and dragging cards out, and it's a game we used to play when we were kids, and I can't remember what the heck.
Blackjack?
No. This was one where I'm trying to even remember what you had to have in your hand to win, but. You would be discarding cards and grabbing cards to fill your hand up again to get what you wanted as people were discarding their cards. And
Rummy?
It was like Rummy, but it was a kid's game. And I can't remember what it was. Anyway, but that's what that reminded me of. Man, we were throwing them out, bringing them in, throwing them out.
I think it took longer to say the pledge.
It did.
Nothing else, she is really efficient. Move them all around. Yeah, very efficient.
I just wish I could understand Nina a little better. She talks so fast that I can't understand half of what she says.
And one of our guys at work, BJ, he's been in the United States for 40 years. You wouldn't know it.
You did good.
Whenever you're ready to go. You're ready to go? Okay, we'll reconvene this Clean City Commission meeting then. We're down to item number 4, old business. Clean City Commission T-shirts. Discussion and possible action regarding upgrading the Clean City Commission shirts to include new safety features and ordering polo shirts for commissioners to wear at meetings and events.
Chairman Russell, members of the commission, I think we got enough input from the commission, and we're prepared to go ahead and place that order. So we'll get the polo shirts that you can wear to any meetings or conferences you may attend. And we'll also order the T-shirts with the retro-reflective.
Okay.
Okay,
Go ahead
great.
and place that order on, and we'll let you know when those come in. I don't know if Donna's got all the sizes from you. If you get a chance, maybe email Donna
Okay.
what size shirts you want. That would be helpful.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember if she got our sizes or not, to be honest. Good. Anything more on item A? If not, let's move on to item B. December Clean City Commission meeting. Discussion and possible action in regards to canceling the December 19th, 2019 Clean City meeting.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, generally the December meeting, we don't have any routine or regularly scheduled action items for the commission. The meeting is on the 19th, which is pretty close to the holiday. Will be the only item we really have outstanding would be the new member appointments, and I've got some additional information that came in on that today that wasn't in time for your packets. I think we can take care of that item today. Again, it's totally at the commission's discretion whether we'd want to have a meeting in December or not. I don't think that we would need to.
Entertain any kind of a motion to cancel the December meeting?
I'll make a motion to cancel it. Yeah, if we can go to finish today and move everything to January or whatever, that's fine with me. So I make a motion to cancel it. December 19th, Clean City Commission meeting.
Did I hear a second there? Motion's made and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Good. We will see everybody in January then. New business. Equipment purchase to maximize recycling revenue. Discussion regarding maximizing recycling revenue by purchasing additional equipment so that the City of Kingman can process larger amounts of recycling commodities.
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Commissioner Hollins requested this item be placed on the agenda. I don't really have anything prepared for the packet, so with that, I'll turn it over to Commissioner Hollins.
Okay, from my understanding, we've been collecting recycling since about 2008, sometime there, and pretty much that's been the extent of our recycling effort, was to collect it. We haven't made much money. Been costing, at one time, $20,000 a month just to have the program, with very little income from that. To me, that doesn't sound sustainable. So if we're going to continue, we need to do something so we can, I know it's a cyclical business, but we haven't positioned ourselves to take advantage of any upside, if there is any, and made any money to get us through the downsides. And the prices are all over the place. But last month, like I said, just the natural HDPE went from 25 cents a pound to almost 50 cents a pound. Big move in 1 month. We couldn't do anything, and that's a national average, not necessarily what we'll get here, but still there is some value in recycling products out there. We can't take it. We're not able to take advantage of it, and I can't see spending $20,000 a month. We could buy a new garbage truck every year with what we spent on recycling. So if we're going to continue recycling, why don't we try to at least break even? But if we can break even, that $20,000 a month that could go to purchase another garbage truck and update the fleet, if nothing else. But if we continue to do what we've been doing, 10 years from now, we're going to be in the same position. And why are we doing that?
Well, if I might address the comments, we realize that we're not doing what we were doing. We made significant changes to the program. I think you'd be hard pressed to find somebody who could run the program under the conditions we face more efficiently than we have been. We understand the overall market for recycling. We're trying to meet the basic need that people have a outlet for recycling. It's not convenient. And I think that was part of the problem with recycling to start with, was that it was too easy for people and too easy for them to throw their trash in with the recyclables. So, we're doing, I think we've done a great job. The fact that we're breaking even on some of our commodities now, I think is a major achievement. But I think, again, if we're talking about the operational characteristics of sanitation, solid waste, and recycling, that's really for us as a staff, and me and my boss as a city manager to direct those operational changes. And we are going through a rate study. Recycling is part of that rate study. So we'll have a new rate structure. There'll be recommendation coming out of that. We'll have a pretty in-depth analysis of what our recycling options are and the recommendation that'll be coming out of that. That's all underway. That should be ready for presentation to the council and the commission beginning of the new year. But I just want to stress, we're not just doing what we've been doing. I think we've been working at it to try to do the best that we can with what we got. The sanitation fund, the solid waste operation is not in good shape. Our rates haven't changed since when it was before I was at Public Works, so it's at least 15 years ago. So I think these are all things we're looking at. But I think it takes some pretty significant investigation, research. That's why we're doing the rate study. How we proceed with recycling, part of the recommendations that come out of this stuff.
I have no complaint about the efficiency of the program or whatever for what we were doing, but we're only collecting it and I don't perceive we're doing enough to try to maximize any value that's there if we can't process the stuff and sell it by the truckload, because otherwise, who's going to buy it? It's going to still cost us money to transport it to somebody who either is going to throw it away or we're going to have to pay to get rid of it. And if we're making something now by doing what we're doing, if we could just process the stuff and sell it properly, we could be making a whole heck of a lot more money. But again, that takes money to get those things. And I've looked through the past agendas since I've been on the board. I haven't seen any more than a couple things that went to the city council about recycling, and that mostly are curbside pickup and whether to do it or not do it and what the results of stuff were. How do I know that they're getting any information? And it's not ever been on the agenda for them to bring anything up about recycling in Kingman.
Oh, we've had 2 or 3 work sessions with the council on recycling.
I say, just by going by the agendas that I looked through, the action agendas. Yeah, we talked. I've seen that. We talked about the curbside recycling and stuff like that. But as far as relaying what we could be doing and what we're able to do and try to get some support for doing it better.
Can I make a comment here? This is basically it's equipment purchase to maximize recycling revenue. Do we, this is for Eddie, I guess, do we compact and bind like the cardboard before we ship it out of here? It's not. So that goes up to Henderson or whatever, and they do the compacting and binding up there.
Our truck.
Oh, okay, okay. So would it be an advantage to have a compactor binder on your facility, or would it would cost us quite a bit of money, I would think, to do that and then have it opened up where you send it, because they have to check it for contamination, I would think.
What Mr. Brown just said, that rates now be able to determine what's best for us, size, etc., for what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest thing, transportation, transport. The market's real low for commodity, and you're going to spend money, to get that.
Yeah.
And trying to keep solid waste itself afloat, much less,
Recycling, exactly.
Well, that was kind of an emphasis of the changes that we made, was to try to utilize our local vendors to decrease those transportation costs.
I don't know how many of you get the Nevada Review, but there was a great article in yesterday's paper. A city the size of Las Vegas has got a problem just like we have, exactly the same. And they've had to raise their rate. They've gone, starting December 1st, the people that were paying $15.20 monthly rate will be up to $15.94 now. Which amounts to over $1 million income, just to be able to handle the recycling. And of course, the big headline is Republic Services cites China's restriction on recyclable imports, where they used to handle over half of the world's recyclable commodity exports. They've cut that down to less than half now, for the whole world, let alone just the United States. I don't know if that's something we're going to have to look at as far as equipment to make it, like Wayne was saying, the purchases of new vehicles would be, to transport it would be the one thing that we would really use, rather than will you skip loaders for the glass and the cans, or I'm just not familiar with how all of that is. I have to come down one of these days and watch you guys work and to see what you do. But yeah, I know. Do you use skip loaders to load the glass, or how do you handle that?
Yeah, basically, customer comes to a new drop location, segregated by color. We do our best to kind of keep contamination out of it. It always has to be there, giving enough hours of operation. So once we get it there, we bring it over to our site where we drop it again, and once over again, try to pull anything out, and it goes back into, with a skid loader, into a roll-off bin to the appropriate color, and then depending on what color takes what particular color.
I know with the bins being down to Public Works, that has started really working out well, from what I can see. That with the person there, the contamination has dropped considerably.
Again, I guess just as far as the direction of recycling and and that was part of the rate study too, is we asked for operational recommendations on how we could do what we do better. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be included in the rate study, so that'll be coming out. And it's tentatively scheduled for the council at the end of January. So we'll have something for the commission January 5th.
Part of the problem I see is that Kingman is doing the recycling for the entire area, basically the north half of Mojave County, with no support from the county. The county, from my talking with Supervisor Jean Bishop, is that she don't think the county's ready for recycling. And it's like, why? Most of the people who live here and have moved here lately came from someplace that's been doing recycling for 30 or 40 years. So I don't think it's the people that's not ready for recycling. I think it's the county that's not ready for recycling. And they should be helping the city. It's not just Kingman's problem. It's the whole area. Because I know people out there in Golden Valley that want to recycle. They want me to pick up recycling all the time. I can't see doing it if it's just going to cost Kingman money to bring the recycling in and make us lose more money. So I've been kind of resisting that, but and of course my haul capacity is quite a bit smaller than the city or the county would have, but I would be willing to do what I could do. But I think it's time to somebody get with the county and see if we can get some help. Because again, we're still processing a lot of county recyclables that people bringing their stuff into the city. So again, why should we absorb all the cost of the program too when the rest of the county's taking, at least this part of the county's taking part of it?
Well, and I guess Chairman Russell, members of the commission, we have talked to the county about participating in the program, just like we've talked to the county about participating in our cart bus system too. They are not going to. I mean, the standard response you'll get from the county is that they don't participate with Havasu and Bullhead on their transit or sanitation. So they're not going to. Now, that can change, depending on who the board is or who the county manager is. That could change. But we've talked to them about that.
Last time I looked, Kingman is part of Mojave County, and
I agree wholeheartedly, sir.
I mean, I'm willing myself to go up and talk to the Board of Supervisors because just makes me mad because we're spinning our wheels and not really accomplishing what we need to accomplish.
And it's going to be kind of a tough thing to accomplish until we can get people that purchase the stuff. I mean, we can't store it because we don't have room or facilities to store the things, and so we have to have somebody to buy it in order to make that.
That's another problem I think is not really a problem because I have a hard time believing that there's not a half an acre to an acre in either Kingman or the surrounding county property that can't be used for that. I mean, I'm not buying that. There's no room to do that.
Again, Commissioner Howlands, that discussion on building a MRF, that discussion on transfer stations, that's all included in the rate study that we're doing now. So that will all be presented January 5th.
Transfer station would be fantastic for the city residents and also myself, because maybe we wouldn't have so much trash to pick up out of the desert, hopefully. But so I would be glad to see something with a transfer station and stuff happen.
How do you control the transfer station so that Kingman doesn't become the owner of the whole county as far as trash is concerned? I mean, that was always my concern, is everybody could bring trash into the transfer station, and Kingman has to handle it.
The same problem we have with the recycling. The county uses it. I mean, that's the problem. If they want to pay, who cares where it came from? I mean,
yeah, if they're paying.
If they're paying, I mean, I'm sure we're not going to do a transfer station for free. I mean, I wouldn't advocate that for nothing, but I mean, the numbers have got to work out. I'm just saying that's where there's a will, there's a way, and if we can't make the will, then we got to change the will and make it work.
I'm sorry, what does Lake Havasu do? I know, and I haven't been here that long, so I've been in a lot of these conversations, but I know my parents live there, they have a recycling program. I don't know how big it is or whatever, but what do they do? I'm sure you guys already know.
They contract with Republic Services. They contract with Republic Services. Provides their solid waste and recycling.
Yeah, I've checked into waste management and stuff, and they have a transfer station for their recyclables because they haul everything to Vegas to do that. And they would come out to Golden Valley and pick up bins and stuff like that for $30 or $40 a bin every time they got to go out there and stuff. So it's just the idea of how we pay for it. I mean, I dealt with the county enough on the dump and stuff, trying to get them to do something to make using the dump easier. So far, 5 years, and I got to talk about it, but that's been about it so far. So I'm not expecting a miracle by any means. But
When will this report be available? All of the
The tentative date is the end of January.
end of when?
The end of January.
Okay. Okay. I think
We still got a lot of work.
okay.
I appreciate everything the Public Works does for recycling and doing what we're doing, because we could be doing less. So I don't want anybody to think I'm not appreciative of what we do, because I think at least we're doing something, and that's way better than the county is doing. So,
Thanks, sir.
Yeah, because you figure sooner or later there's not going to be any land for landfills. I mean, the population keeps
Well,
getting bigger and bigger, and the landfills
that's
are getting...
the problem. The county thinks they got 30 years of landfill left, and that might sound like a long time, but 30 years goes by pretty darn
Pretty
quick. And,
fast. Tell me about it.
my body knows that.
And landfills are the worst thing in the world for our the geology of the land. They're terrible. But at any rate, I suggest that we wait until the report comes out in January, see what it says, and go from there. See what we can come up with. If there's anything we can do.
I mean, I've traveled and went to different recycling facilities here over in Sedona and stuff like that. So I know it's possible, and they've had to cut back tremendously from what they used to be doing because of the prices and stuff. But I don't think the prices are going to stay that way forever.
No.
You know, they're going to be still going up, and because the Americans, we're going to have to figure out what to do with that stuff and make facilities to handle it. So it's just a matter of time. So but I would rather be positioned to take advantage of that and ready for it to happen instead of being behind the curveball again, or still.
Chairman Russell, can I make a comment?
You're sure welcome.
I think I have some expertise in this area. If you look at that handout that's in our packet, it talks about the plastics recycling update. The only commodity that has any value at all, really, to speak of, is natural HDPE. Now, most people, natural HDPE is milk jugs. Mm-hmm. That's that plastic there. Some of your soap, a lot of your soap bottles, Tide, that kind of stuff, that's a colored HDPE. Even that market is a little bit stronger, but really everything else is basically under 10 cents a pound. And because of the volumes that our city has, we don't have enough volume to make it worthwhile to do very much. Yeah. And that's where the problem comes into play. Right. Secondly, part of that factor is that HDPE only makes up a small portion of the total recyclables that we have. As far as bulk, cardboard makes up the most of it, is a big bulky item. But to give you an idea, right now, I have 10 loads of cardboard sitting on the ground that we cannot move. It ties up real estate. Real estate costs money.
That's right.
Because we have to put fencing up, we have to do all this to protect it, there's fire control, all this comes into play because recyclables, by their nature, are flammable, a lot of them, the papers and the plastics. So we have to be careful with that. as far as cardboard right now, I have those those on the ground, and there is no open POs to be able to send that out right now, because and it's not looking good until after Christmas because there's no market right now for cardboard. It's that bad. There was about 2 months ago because the cardboard manufacturers were building up for the Christmas rush to packaging, and cardboard's used in packaging. But that rush is now past that peak. So now there's no POs for it. We're finding that happening all across the board in recyclables. To answer the question about those people who have moved here that want recycling, yes, they do, but they came from cities that when they moved here, before they moved here, those cities were making some money off recycling because 2-3 years ago, there were some markets for that stuff. There's no markets for that stuff anymore. So even though they would like to recycle, and I've got to pat them on the back for wanting to recycle, that's a great thing. But if there's no market for it, what are we supposed to do as a city? And so I think our solid waste, our public works is doing a great job with what they have. And, I think, as you have mentioned already, we need to wait for this report to come out in the first of the year. And that'll give us some more information to make more important decisions.
I was just curious, with the cardboard and you're storing it, when we get weather like we have right now, does that destroy that cardboard as far as any value that it may have had in the first place?
If we have to sit on it for like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, then it'll get weathered and bleached. We can sit on it for a little bit. The weather doesn't hurt it, but they do downgrade it if it's too wet.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, cardboard paper products are all broken down by emulsion, by water and chemical. Mm-hmm. And that's how it's all broken down. So a little bit of water is not a bad thing. But on the same token, too, when you send it off, if you send it and it's full of, they check the moisture content and they will actually subtract off your weight because for water. Right. And dock you that amount.
That's I know I've seen there was a situation where a newspaper had been uncovered that had been in the ground for 100 years, mm-hmm. but it was rolled really tight, and so it was just the very outside pages of the newspaper that were damaged. Inside, they were able to open it up and read it
because it was covered. It was basically insulated and sheltered.
It did not disintegrate at all.
Yeah. So.
Of course, what seems to be the obvious answer is very expensive, but I think the world is going to come down to incineration is going to be the way to get rid of this stuff because there's just no place to put it, and eventually the market dries up. If there's no other discussion on this, we can wait until the January report. Okay.
Do you need a motion?
No.
I appreciate you indulging me on that, but
No problem, sir.
Item 5B, Commissioner resignation. Information item to inform Clean City Commission that the resignation letter from Regina Garcia was received on October 18th. We all have a copy of it, I believe.
Yes.
And I did call the lady that has been showing up at our meetings for the last 3 or 4 months, and she said she'd think about it. So I don't know if she's...
I do have an update. So
good.
So this item, we will need a motion at the end to accept Commissioner Garcia's resignation. But after the packet was prepared, we did receive a town bank application from Teresa Woods, who's been attending the meetings, and she helped us out with our cleanup out there in front of Kmart. So with that being said, and previously we had discussed that Chairman Russell and Commissioner CYA were going to go for reappointments to the council. And then we'll go ahead and prepare that for a council meeting in December to reappoint those two and to appoint Mrs. Woods to the vacant position. So,
we need to make a motion on accepting her resignation then.
Yes, sir.
Entertain a motion to accept Regina Garcia's resignation from the Clean City Commission.
Accept the resignation.
Okay, motion made and
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried.
Mr. Chairman, I apologize, I was talking, and I missed who made the motion, so. Who made the motion to?
I did.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
All right.
Move on to item 6, announcements by commission members, limited to announcements, availability, and attendance at conferences and seminars, requests for agenda items for future meetings. Commissioner Hollins.
I don't think I have any announcements, but I'd like to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas and safe New Year's, and we'll see you next year, if not before.
Good. Commissioner Bonsai. Commissioner Bowman. And that's just about I'll second all of that. Happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays, and stay safe. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned.